What's up guys, it's Flakes Reptiles, and today's video is going to be an update on Phil and his whole setup and stuff, and a Q&A announcement. Hope you enjoy. So the first thing is Phil himself. He is a leatherback male bearded dragon, and he is gotten up to about 18 inches by now, so he might have a little bit more growing to do, but he's almost adult. He's eating mostly greens with the occasional feeder insects, not really that much anymore. Right now I'm just feeding some carrots. Usually I feed him a mix with like dandelion greens, maybe some fruit, not that much fruit, some carrots maybe, and just other good vegetables for them. I'll leave a link in the description for a good website to know some common things that you might find around your house that your bearded dragon can eat. Now onto his tank itself. It is a 36 by 18 by 18 tank, and that's made by Exoterra. If you didn't know, it's got these really nice front opening doors with a lock so you can lock it shut. All of the wood in his tank I have collected as well, some of it from beaches, some from other places, but all of it I've collected myself and sanitized. For the heat, I've got a ZooMed Deep Dome basking lamp, and I believe a Exoterra like high-powered desert basking light. And for the UVB, I've got, I think, both National Geographic Dome and UVB. Alright, just a couple quick updates before I go into the Q&A. This is a little mini 2.5 gallon vivarium I made. Don't get the hinges that I got. I said what they were in the making of video. They're kind of too small to attach, so the door has been giving me issues, but you can see it's growing in super well. I've got my resurrection fern right there, the little mini orchid right there, the moss is growing in great, all the vines. Trying out some like liverworts and salmonella, and a little plant called Azolla carolinensis, I think it is. It's like a mosquito fern, but it's like an aquatic floating plant like duckweed, but I'm trying to grow it on Hygralon. So yeah, and I'm also trying out a new setup with the camera. I've got my iPad right here hooked up to y'all on the GoPro with the Wi-Fi, so now I can see whatever y'all are seeing, so it does get kind of trippy. Like, look at that. Anyway, so now I can see whatever y'all are seeing, make sure everything's in frame. So now I can see like the entire bearded dragon tank's in frame, this is in frame, right, you know, all that. So I'm trying to make my videos a little bit more easy to watch, let's say. I'll run down my plant setup really quickly just for y'all to see. So basically what I've got going on is this little 10-gallon tank. I've got a plexiglass, or polycarbonate, I think it's actually called, cover on it with a super bright Jungle Dawn LED growing all these plants. I've got down there some clippings of ficus, creeping ficus. Right here I've got just a bunch of different plants. I've got the other part of the orchid that I divided. I've got a bunch of variegated creeping ficus, some baby tears, other plants, and over here I've got my more interesting plants. So this is just a cup from a restaurant, but I put a few plant clippings in it and kept it under some light, and it is growing like crazy. I've got this really interesting salmonella with a bottom red leaf, like the bottom of the leaves are red. That thing's been hard to grow, but it loves high humidity, so it's doing great in there. And I've got this other native salmonella, and just from a couple clippings, I have made this. This is Peperomia prostrata, and that same local collected salmonella, and it's on tree fern and just like a little coconut husk. And so I think that's really cool. That's where I'm getting some of my plants for my other tanks. I've got this and the little 2.5 gallon are just growing like crazy, so I can take clippings from them. I may start selling some locally here sooner or later, I'm just not too sure. And here are some other plants. They're a little bit harder to come by. These are micro mini syningias, and what they are just little tiny, I think they're in the Gesneriid family, and they're little flowering plants, and they're epiphytes, or they can be grown as epiphytes, which is really cool. So I'm going to use them extensively on like the backgrounds of my tanks. There actually is a little one in the background of the 2.5 and on the ground. So sorry for going off on a big old thing about the plants, but that's something I've been getting into lately. I've been growing more plants for my tanks. I know some of y'all will appreciate that, but that's something I've been meaning to talk to y'all about for a while, so I just wanted to say that. Now on to the Q&A though. So basically ask me anything, though try to keep it channel related-ish. I mean, I'll still answer it if it's not, if it's actually like a decent question. But yeah, like channel related, maybe like outdoors, fishing, herping, anything like that, vivariums. I love answering questions about that. But yeah, basically answer, or ask, sorry, any question you want, and I will have the answers video up sooner or later. I'm not really gonna do just like asking questions and answers videos anymore. Like in this one I did updates with the Q&A, because I feel like that's kind of boring just to say, hey, ask me questions, and then another video just here's the answers. So I didn't really want to do that, but in the next video I'm gonna have something and answers. So if you are just looking for your answers video, just take time to read the title a little bit. But anyway guys, here's Phil's updated tank. There is the little mini 2.5. And anyway, thanks for watching. You know, like, subscribe, tell your friends. I don't really care what you do, just thanks for watching.